So I'm going to give you a tool called the 7-minute business filter. So as the person who started countless businesses over the years and been excited about plenty of businesses, I've been in business for 26 years and a few of my businesses have been successful. There has been quite a few other attempts at businesses which haven't been, and I'll talk about them more in another video. However, I think I've narrowed down what will help you choose whether or not a business will be successful in about 7 steps, and I think I can deliver this in 7 minutes to give you a really useful tool. So most businesses sound really exciting at first at the concept stage. So this is a set of tools or a set of filters you can put in place in order to cut out the noise, and if something passes all of these tests or this filter, then you might want to give it a look. Okay, so here we go. Step 1 is the demand check. So the demand check is it already something people are looking for? It might not be obvious that they're looking for it, but is there a gap? Is there something which people are regularly hunting for or not getting in their everyday transacting with other companies that might offer something similar? You know there are thousands and thousands of restaurants and coffee shops delivering on Deliveroo, and there's probably a demand for a coffee cup lid that doesn't spill, that keeps the drink hot, that's maybe BPA free and like friendly for the environment, all that kind of thing. So you know there's a demand there. You've probably had a bunch of spilt coffee delivered if you've ever ordered coffee on Deliveroo like I have. If you felt the need before, or if you've heard other people regularly speak about the need, that's a good indicator that there's demand. If you hear it in multiple places from multiple sources, then you can tick that box of having that demand checked. If you think you have to create the demand, that's a bit of a red flag. Okay, so step 2 is margin reality. So is it going to create a healthy margin when you sell the product? If it doesn't create a healthy margin, your business can't thrive. So you really have to focus on whether or not it's going to have any margin in it, and if so, is it healthy? If it's only a small margin and you have to focus on volume, then you have to persuade many, many more people. It's much easier to make a lot of money from fewer people at higher amounts of money per transaction than it is to make like countless transactions at very small margin. So a nice way to litmus test this is if you can't do the maths straight away, or if the maths don't work in 5 minutes, then it's not going to work in 5 months. If it's in high demand or there's a need for it and you come up with a solution that's going to give you a profit, then you can move on to the next step. Otherwise, no margin, no money, no move on. Okay, so step 3 is about scalability. If you're selling your time or a finite resource for a finite amount of money and it can't scale, then your business is probably going to be limited by glass ceilings. Any business which is limited by your time is not scalable and therefore probably not a goer. So check scalability. If you're a coach, for example, and you do one-to-one coaching, one-to-one only works up until a point when you hit a glass ceiling. If you can do online coaching, you can do 1 to however many people will sign up for your webinar, which is now I think like thousands. So you could potentially do that, then your business will be scalable. Anything which you can do one time or you can create one time and people can regularly buy is a very scalable model. Then you have scalability, you have margin, you have demand, so you can move on to the next step, which is step 4, time and energy. So you need to ask yourself, is this going to drain you or energize you? Is it going to make you feel alive? Is it going to make you feel excited? Are you passionate about your product? Are you interested in what you're selling? Would you get up early in the morning and talk about it on a video like this? What you do, if it doesn't energize you, is going to drain you, and eventually you're not going to want to carry on. In order to create something that you can attack consistently beats even quality over time, always. Check whether it drains you or energizes you. It's a huge factor. So step 5 is the moat test. This is an interesting one. So what's going to stop anyone from copying you? You've got to create a moat around your business, and it has to be something that people find very hard to replicate. So you can have a business which has barriers to entry. So say, for example, there's legal issues around what you're doing or selling that you've managed to overcome, that other people might not be able to overcome. or you have a supplier that has given you exclusive rights to sell that product. So other ways to create a moat could be you've invented something. Obviously, if you've invented something and it's yours and no one else can make it or understands how to make it, then you're onto a winner there. Another moat test would be if your brand or your product is able to hit a large audience and your competitors can't, then you've got various different things you can do together, that being one of them, where you can have two products equally the same quality, maybe one's better quality, but you've got a lesser quality one that you can get to market better. So your ability to get to market is your ability to cross that moat, and you can beat your competitors like that too. So step 6, right? So here's some red flags which I've picked up over the last 26 years in business. So I've been in business since I was 14, building websites for people and growing it into the agency that is now Pivotal. In those 26 years, I've picked up some insight into what to watch out for when starting a new business. I've had a business, so Pivotal used to be called DDS KISS, and the KISS part was Keep It Simple Solutions. Keep it simple is probably one of the best rules in business you can apply and remember. If the idea of the business is not keeping it simple, then stop right there. That's a red flag. So the simpler the idea in the beginning, the easier it is to apply all of the other levers, scalability, margin, demand, that kind of thing. So in 26 years, bad business ideas tend to always fail these filters early. So if any of your business ideas that you are confident in, but you wanted to check through and make sure that it's a good idea, fail these filters, and consider maybe a variation on it or going in a different direction, because you might save yourself a ton of time. So this is me just helping pass on my experience. If this video was useful and you found it valuable, then please like and subscribe. Comment anything extra that you think other business owners might find valuable in the comment section below. If you or your business is already successful but you want to take it to the next step and the next level, then check out my agency, pivotal.digital. We can help you go from here to here. So if you're going up, we'll take you there. That's our catchphrase. And if you like this video, check out my next ones. I'm going to make more in the 7-minute series. So I'll see you in the next video.